your moment. Don't tell me how bad you want it. Prove to yourself how bad you want it. Don't let nothing stop you. Don't let nothing get in your way. Every day you wake up, every day you breathe, you should be improving yourself. You should be taking steps to reach your destiny. Don't let nothing stop you. It's your moment. It's your time. How bad do you want it?
Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's your man Mike Bowens coming to you once again, live and direct from Unleashing the Creativity Within You. I feel amped up right now. I feel charged up right now. How about you? I'm coming with you with another special, powerful message called No Sudden Moves. That's right, no sudden moves. As I'm studying the book of Chronicles, I'm studying Ecclesiastes, and I'm studying Proverbs, and I'm listening to what Solomon has to say. You know, the wisdom that God has given him is that everything must be done with patience, and every move you make needs to be calculated. You can't just make a decision to do something so spontaneously that you didn't have a chance to think about it. When you study Solomon, when he built the temple, when he even built his own home, he took years for each of these to be done. You know, oftentimes, people want to buy a house and they're rushing. But Solomon took his time. He took his time. And the wisdom that God gave him, he understood that if you do anything too quickly, then you're going to end up missing something. And guess what? You're going to have to do it all over again. So when you're in a relationship, don't rush it. Take your time when you're choosing a spouse. Yeah, you might want to be married. You may have a time clock. You might feel like you have a deadline. But if something is not matching up with your spirit, if you feel like something is not right, don't rush it. If you got a business deal and you got to sign papers, right? If you're thinking about business partners and something don't feel right, take your time. What's the rush? And so don't make any sudden moves in 2017 here on out. Think it through. Take your time and see the ins and outs and see if it really lines up. See if that's what God is really telling you that you should do. If that's the direction you should go in. If that's the business partner you should have. If that's the property you should buy. If that's the husband or wife that you should marry, right? Or that's the person you should date. Should you go back to school? Should you not go back to school? Pray about it. And if you still seem confused about it, get some good godly counsel. I'm not talking about your girlfriend at the nail salon or your guys in the barbershop. I'm talking about get some good godly counseling. Sit down with them, set up a meeting, and explain the direction that you're trying to go in. And then, make your decision from there. Write out a pros and cons sheet and see what matches up and what's best for you. Right? Sometimes when there's so many things going on, it's hard for you to think and see clear. But if you cut out the noise and focus on what it is God's saying to your spirit and what makes sense when you look at it, right? When you do the pros and cons, then okay, I shouldn't go left, I should go right. I shouldn't stop right now, I should keep going. I should keep grinding, I should keep pushing, right? There's sometimes when it's not going to be so clear to you. And that's when you should not make a move. You should get clarity before you make that move. Because let me tell you something. In my lifetime, I have made decisions in the past knowing that it was wrong on the inside. But because I was so in a rush to do it and I got to do it now, it got to happen. I'm in my 20s or I'm in such and such age group and I want to get it before this time. End up rushing to do it. And guess what? When it was all said and done, in retrospect, looking back at it, I said, dang, I wish that I took my time on it, because then it didn't work out the way that I wanted it to work out. I had to go back and do it all over again. And oftentimes, let me tell you something from past experience, it's going to cost you more money, it's going to cost you more time, it's going to cost you more effort. But you know what's the most valuable thing? It's not even the money. And time is very valuable. But you know what it is? It's the emotional pain that comes from rushing to make a decision that God never told you to make. First of all, the emotional pain, the distress that you feel from making a decision too quickly that you now have to live and deal with. Some people have to live with it for a lifetime. Some people have to live with it for many, many years. right? And so I want to encourage you out there that before you make a decision, take time to pray on it for one. Two, really let it marinate. Marinate on it. It's like when you're cooking a chicken or a steak or whatever, or some nice vegetables. You put the seasons on it and you let it marinate. Gotta let it marinate for a little bit and think about what exactly that you're about to do and put your plan together. And then when you feel good about it, then move on it. But no sudden moves in 2017 here on and out. Because guess what? You want to be calculated in your decision making. You want to be calculated. You want to think it through so that you can get the results that you desire to have. Because life is based off a series of choices and decisions. Life is not luck. Life is not happenstance. I'm not talking about these people play lottery. 99% of people play lottery go broke in 5 years. So they win the money, but they don't know how to manage it. If that's the case, they can start from nothing and work their way up to the amount of money that they eventually won in the lottery anyway. And then when they have it, they would know how to keep it through investments in business, right? And so on and so forth. But when you are strategic and you are calculated, you don't do anything without thinking about it first and expecting an end result. I want an end result from this, right? That's what you have to think about before you do anything. I want an end result from this. I don't want to just do something happenstance. I don't just want to wing it. I don't just want to throw my cards up in the air and hope that, I get a good deck. No. I need to think this thing through. I need to pray it through. And, even Jesus said, no person starts a project without first counting the costs. What's it going to cost you? How long it's going to cost you? What are you giving up? Who do you need to surround yourself with? What's your team going to be like? Is it just you that's doing it? How's this going to affect your family? How's this going to affect your finances? How's it going to affect your body? How's this going to affect your sleep? How's it going to affect you? Whatever it is that you're deciding to do, how is it going to affect you? And what do you need to do to prepare yourself for that task that you're about to take on? Hopefully these nuggets is encouraging somebody, inspiring somebody to live their best life now. In 2017, we're not making any sudden moves. We're going to think it through. We're going to be calculated and we're going to be strategic. And we're going to pray about everything before we make any steps and any moves. Hope this encouraged somebody out there. Until next time, I want to say, be blessed.